Hey guys, what is up? Good morning, good morning. We got Sixers basketball to talk about. Sixers versus the Chicago Bulls tonight. Paul George is making his return after a 25-game suspension due to PEDs. And Joel Embiid is questionable for tonight. Answer the question on the top of the chat. Is he going to play tonight? Yes or no? Yes or no? And my guy Austin will hop on around 11. We're talking about Paul George. We're talking about the Phillies starting up soon tomorrow. That's going to be fun. Yeah, guys, let's just get right into it, man. Like, share, subscribe. This is going to be a good show, man. This is going to be a good show. We got to wait for everyone to come on in, and then we'll get started. But first, like, share, subscribe. Go subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network. The link, you guys know where to find that. Yeah. With that being said, guys, let's just get right into it. So, Paul George is going to play tonight. It's kind of like, okay, all right. Paul George is going to play tonight against the Chicago Bulls after a 25-game suspension. He had a press conference yesterday, like a 15-20-minute one, talking about everything, how he's feeling, just talking about everything in general. And there's some things I want to bring up. There's some things I want to talk about that. But yeah. So this is going to be like this game tonight is actually a must win. This game is actually a must win for the Sixers, just because if you want to end the season with a positive record, right? If you want to end this season with a positive record, you got to win this game against the Chicago Bulls. And yeah, I'm actually looking forward to see Paul George play tonight. I don't know how many minutes he's going to play. I don't know about anything about that. So, what is up, our coach? Do players being questionable were able to play for y'all? Hey, he's actually questionable to play with his oblique injury. This is actually the best sign that we had of Joel Embiid in quite a while. So it's like, is he gonna play tonight? Is Joel Embiid finally gonna play tonight with Paul George? No Maxey tonight. Maxey's gonna be out. We're gonna talk about Maxey too. He was actually on Jimmy Fallon. So he was on Jimmy Fallon tonight, and he was actually asked to make his starting five in the NBA with Avengers, like who's Spider Man, etc. That was actually a nice touch. We'll talk about that with Austin. I want to see his take on all that. So I'm kind of interested in his take on that as well. But the fact that he's questionable is crazy to me. Yeah, it's all over social media. It's all over Twitter, YouTube. It's all over. I'm gonna clip one part for the channel. I don't know when, but that's my goal for this week. I will find it. There you go. You will find it. There you go. Hey Wesley, I missed you last night, man. I missed you last night. But glad you could be here. Glad you guys could be here on MK in the morning. And Wesley, I'm gonna ask you a question later on in Twitter. So, what is up, What is up, Richie? I haven't seen you in a minute. If PG did not admit what he took, he is still an addict. It's like he said it was a poorly timed decision. Of course, it was a poorly timed decision. Any time you get caught was a poorly timed decision. If he didn't get caught, he would still be taking it to this day. He would still be taking it to this day. So you gotta. If he wasn't caught, then what is up, Jason? Good morning, man. Good morning to you. How's it going, bro? How's it going? So, if you guys want to talk about any other things, just put them in the chat. We'll talk about everything. My guy Austin will hop on at 11. So, what is up, game? I actually watched your video. I watched your video. It was a good vid, man. Good vid. You add any drug anonymous or alcohol anonymous, you have to admit what you took. True. What is up, Cad? What is up, Cad? So again, guys, I'm actually gonna end MK in the morning a little bit early today. I'm going out to lunch, so what is that, Blaze? Every day, drug test him. Drug test him, right? Drug test him. And happy birthday to Kyle Lowry. Happy birthday to Kyle Lowry. It's finally 40. Andy freaking Dalton. There it is. Andy freaking Dalton. Every month, I want that command spam. I want that spam. What is up? Yep, going back on Seattle, getting the Supersonics back. What says in a couple years later, Seattle in second time? Yep. Do you have thoughts on the topic? I mean, you gotta build around Edgecombe. It's getting to that time, right? It's getting around that time. So me and you agree on that. Everyone spam exclamation point K out. It's Kyle Lowry's birthday. It's also Andy freaking Dalton. So don't forget about that as well. But I want to hear your guys' take on this whole thing with Paul George, right? Him coming back against the Chicago Bulls and why against this team was a good time for him to come back. I want you guys to answer me that because let's be honest, Chicago Bulls are not exactly the best teams in the NBA right now. And when you look at the schedule that the Sixers have coming up, I'll tell you in a second. Let's see here. So you got the Hornets Saturday, then you got Miami next Monday. So PG will save us all. If we build around Edgecombe, do you think we should trade Maxey? Do I think that we should trade Maxey, build around Edgecombe? No, I do not. You got to keep those guys together. You got to just see what you can do with it, right? You just got to see what you're given with Maxey and Edgecombe. But it's definitely time to trade Embiid, get rid of Paul George, and see what you'll get with that. You just got to try something new, and to trade Maxey, that it's not something that they're willing to do, right? You got to see what you have with Edgecombe and Maxey. Give it like a year or two, and then you're like, okay, now is the time to move on. We got to play. We got a sample size of it. So that's what I think of that. Now, guys, so Joel Embiid is questionable for tonight. Yay! He is questionable tonight. Instead of being from out to doubtful to questionable. So is he going to play tonight? Is he going to play tonight against the Chicago Bulls? I think he will play tonight. I think Joel Embiid will play tonight. Hold on, I thought I saw something. Give me a sec. I thought I saw something. Uh, I think we would have to trade Maxey. I saw a Bleacher Report short saying the Bucks waived Cam Thomas. We'll talk about that on the pick and roll today. We'll talk about that on the pick and roll today because the league is trending towards taller guards like Cade and SCA that can play on and off ball. Maxey is definitely not as tall compared to the other guys, but he's faster than the other guys, right? He's faster than Cam. He's faster than Cade. He's faster than SCA. So you got to use that athleticism while you have it. Is the height one of the most important things in basketball? Yes, absolutely. But so is athleticism. No, not reading that one. Not reading that one. But yeah. So it's not time to say Maxey. That I disagree with. That I don't think so. I don't think Maxey's better than Cade because we've seen what Cade has done with the Detroit Pistons, right? As of late, with less amount of years than what Maxey has. I know Maxey's organization has not helped him, unlike the Detroit Pistons, but we've seen Cade be a leader throughout most of the year, right? Throughout most of the year, Cade has been the number one guy. Maxey has been the number one guy, but then you're like, oh, is it Embiid the number one guy? Is Paul George the number one guy? Is Edgecombe the number one guy? There's no consistency with the Sixers, the consistency with Detroit. Like, you know who's the number one, you know who's the number two, you know each guy's role on the team. With the Sixers, you just don't know what you're gonna get. You just don't know what you're gonna get with that. So again, gonna be something, man. Gonna be something. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, Blaze. But when you look at the team, right? When you look at the team, what the Sixers have, you don't know which role you're going to get with Maxi. Like, you don't know. Where's the consistency with this team? There's no consistency with the Sixers. Happy birthday to Kyle Lowry. Happy birthday to Kyle Lowry, man. So, yeah. So, this is going to be something to see. Maxi is not playing tonight. So we may not even get Grimes tonight. Grimes is still injured. So you just gotta. Oh my God, the lineup is gonna be so crazy. We're gonna probably see Paul George. We're probably gonna see Embiid tonight, maybe. Teams have figured out Maxi. They have no answer for VJ. The intensity from VJ is unmatched. It is unmatched, right? He's kind of like Anthony Edwards. It's the same kind of play archetype, the same aggressiveness, same athleticism, same mindset. So that's my comparison. For K team isn't hurt. Max's team is mostly injured. I take Maxie over K to hunt, but that's just me. Gee, I wonder why. Is it because he's a Kentucky boy? Is it because he's a Kentucky boy? Maxie could be the better scorer, but Cade is a better point guard, if that makes sense. If that makes sense, please. Maxie could be the better scorer, but Cade is a better point guard. So that's the way I gotta see about that. No, because his game is better. He's faster. Maxie's faster than Cade. Maxie's a better scorer than Cade. But Cade, I feel like, is a better playmaker. I feel like he's a better guard. And I feel like Cade is a better leader as of right now. He got the buy. It's funny. That would be a stupid move for the Sixers to trade Maxie. Yeah, they're not going to trade him. I know Daryl Morey pretty much is not going to trade him. They want to see what they can get with Maxie and Edstrom throughout the next couple of years. Maxie is a future. He definitely is of this team. But is he perfect? No, he is not perfect. SGA or Luca, who would you rather have? What is up, Aiden? What is up, man? I'd rather have SGA. I'd rather have SGA. Just because he's a better scorer, he's a better efficient player, he's a better defensively. He doesn't argue with the reps. I'm taking SGA over Luca. We can have halftime say no, no, we're not doing that. We're not gonna do that. Someone's birthday is Saturday, Chad. Whose birthday is Saturday, Chad? Mitch hates Luca. I'm not the biggest fan of Luca. I am not. He's having an incredible run right now. He's having an incredible run. The Lakers are killing it right now. They did lose to Detroit without Cade. So with that, right, I'm kind of like Luka's unwatchable for me. He is. I can't watch him. And shout out to everyone who tuned in last night for the Magic and Cavs play-by-play, whatever you want to call it. That was a good game by Donovan Mitchell. He got 42 points. He exploded in the fourth quarter. Magic has been on a 6-game losing streak now. Banchero, he needs help out there. Like, he definitely missed Wagner. He missed Suggs. So, no point for PG to return. What is up, Vic? I know whose birthday. Gravy Blazes. I hate to speak it, but if Paul George starts and plays more than 25 minutes tonight, he likely will. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. I don't think he's going to have a ramp up period. That's my question. I mean, that's my guess. I think he'll just be thrown into the fire and to see what he'll do. Donovan needs to get married and take his wife's last name. He's like, no, he's got the best last name. He's got the best last name. Nothing much, man. How you been? Doing good. He's not in basketball shape for both mentally and physically. Well, he had 25 games to get his mind right and to get his health right. So if he does not have that right by the game tonight, that is a little bit scary. That is a little bit scary. So, yeah. Vic, again, thank you for answering my question. That really helped. Thank you. You know, yeah. So are the Sixers favored for tonight? I want to see that. Richie, do some research. Steve says Paul George is in shape and been working out every day. He should. He's been suspended for 25 games. He had all the time in the world. He had all the time in the world, all right? All right. Let's see what they're favored tonight. I want to see who's favored tonight. Let's see here. Sixers are favored by 5.5 points. They're favored by 5.5 points. Mitch, you got I don't know, man. I'm trying. I'm trying. March Madness is here too. BG, as I heard, he was suspended. He should be in amazing shape to be at. He can do that. He should be. I'm surprised he hasn't done his podcast in a while. You know what's funny? I was talking to my dad one day about Paul George's podcast, and he's like, "Who listens to that crap? Who listens to that crap?" Please, I agree. Donovan needs a new last name. Maybe. No, no, Chad, no, no. So again, the Sixers are favored tonight by 5.5 points, and that's with Paul George. That is with Paul George, man. Yeah. All right, so we got to predict, guys. This is a good idea by Richie. Give me your stat line prediction for Paul George. 3 for 14, 12.6 points, 5 assists. Okay, not shooting the rock well. He's got a playmaking a little bit, and maybe some rebounding, which he should. Isn't he averaging like that much this year? Let's see. What is Paul George averaging right now? Paul George right now is averaging 16 points, 5 boards, 4 assists, 42% from the field, 38% from three, 86% from the free throw line. So that's Paul George's stat line there. Oh, I can't wait, man. I just can't. I'm excited for tonight, man. I'm excited for tonight. And make sure you guys actually tune in today at 5:30 p.m. Eastern for the Pick and Roll podcast. So that's with me, Blaze Radio, Rios, and Coach Ed. Make sure you guys tune in today at 5:30 for the Pick and Roll podcast. So yeah, make sure you guys do that. Give me one. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. I almost clicked the wrong thing here. Give me a sec here. I want to show you guys something. All right. Oh, I can't wait for the pick and roll. I cannot wait. If you guys don't forget to tune in today at 5:30 p.m. Eastern for the Pick and Roll podcast with me, Blaze Radio, Rios, and Coach Ed. Don't forget to tune in today at 5:30. It's going to be exciting. The game tonight, to see everyone play, that's going to be fun. And then tomorrow, guys, on MK, we'll talk about March Madness. March Madness Elite 8 Thursday and Friday. So it's going to be a fun game. Or yeah, I can't wait for March Madness, man. March Madness has been crazy. Like, it's insane. We've seen buzzer beaters. We've seen upsets. We've almost seen Duke lose in the beginning of the year, beginning of the tournament. St. John's got hit a buzzer beater. We've seen them get screwed with the bracket placement. So we've seen a lot for March Madness. And again, guys, tomorrow I'll be streaming Iowa and Nebraska, and then Friday Michigan and Alabama. So those are the two games I'm going to be streaming for this week. So can't wait. I can't wait. So again, if you guys haven't subscribed to the Hardcore Sports Network, please do. We got a Yankees play-by-play throughout the entire year, throughout the entire season. So that's actually huge. Pause. 5-2-4. I don't know, man. They got eliminated, right? They got eliminated. Paul George, Joel, and Tyrese Maxey healthier. 76ers can make a playoff run. It all depends on health. It all depends on health, and it depends on Nick Nurse not yelling at the refs. I still can't believe Vanderbilt almost won, but that shot went in and out at the buzzer. Yeah, I still got to talk to my cousin. His alma mater was Vanderbilt. I got to talk to him about that. He's probably upset about that. Iowa, Nebraska, Michigan. What is this? The game's not bracket. Yeah. Yeah. You forgot about Alabama. You forgot about Alabama. Um, yeah. So again, quick reset. The Sixers are playing tonight against the Chicago Bulls at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I think the game is 7. Yeah, Sweet 16 is tomorrow. That is gonna be fun. Sweet 16 is tomorrow, and the Sixers are on at 7 tonight. Huh? You hate Bama? Why do you hate Bama? What did Alabama do to you? Yep, Sweet 16 tomorrow, Friday, Elite 8, Saturday, Sunday, and then the Final Four the following week, and then the finals. Yeah, I'm actually curious why Blaze hates Bama. That's so random. It is like so random to me. And guys, any hockey fans out there, tune in Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern for the Brian Propp interview with James Scorzer and Joe Marks on the Passion Out Sports Show. Make sure you guys tune in to that at 9 a.m. Eastern. You hate the Miami Heat. Why do you hate the Miami Heat? That is like rant. Why? The both are in tank mode. Yeah, they're pretty much are. Billy Donovan might be on his way out. He might want to take the North Carolina's head coaching job. North Carolina head coach left. I think he got fired or let go or whatever. Should be an easy win. Nothing is an easy win for the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's be honest. There's no such thing as an easy win for the Sixers. Because we've seen teams that they should win, lose, and we've seen teams that we should lose, win. So you don't know what you're going to get. Thank you, Bulls beat 76ers. Would you be shocked? I would not be shocked. I will laugh. I will laugh. I will honestly laugh. And when Paul George is going beat on the floor, I will laugh. And VJ Edstrom, I will laugh. I don't even think we're going to get Kelly Oubre tonight. I don't even think Kelly Oubre is going to play tonight. Because I saw something on his Instagram that he was almost there. He was almost loading. Like he was almost ready. Oh, we got breaking news from Sam's. So let's talk about that real quick here. Let's go to this layout. We might talk about this on a pick and roll as well. We got breaking news from Sam's. The NBA Board of Governors has approved a vote for the league to explore bids and applications for the expansion teams exclusively in Vegas and Seattle. A bidding process is expected to generate offers $7 to $10 billion for the teams, for each team. So there you go. So now they're going to place bids on the teams. So it looks like we're the next step of the expansion. We're the next steps of the expansion teams. So that is actually good news for the NBA. We talked about it last week as well. Where's the nowhere to be found, Vic? Nowhere to be found. Vic, if you guys had a Pittsburgh team, would you not be a fan of the Sixers anymore? How would that work? I'm actually curious about that. Like, if you're a fan, if you live in Pittsburgh and you became a fan, if you were a fan of the Sixers, and then you guys get a team, would you still be a fan of the Sixers, or would you be done with them and just be a fan of Pittsburgh? That's like my question with that. Probably not. I would say with Pittsburgh. That's what I was thinking too for you. Honestly, that's what I was thinking. So we gotta wait and see on that. We gotta wait and see. So, probably not. Yeah, I don't know. That would be kind of tough for me, right? That would be tough for me. Like, I've been a fan of the Sixers my entire life, right? And then my home city, Pittsburgh, would get a team. I'm like, I don't know what that would be hard for me, bro. That'd be difficult. That would be crazy for me. I've never really thought about that till right now. So right now, I just thought about that. That's actually crazy to think. Wow. What the hell? That is actually crazy to think about. So we're gonna look on the vote real quick. We got 75% of you guys think Joel Embiid will play tonight. 75% of you guys think Joel Embiid will play tonight. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Probably a good thing, right? I hope. So, only a matter of time. All right, let's get this layout ready. Austin will be here in a matter of seconds. So, let's just get this ready. There we go. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. I know the Sixers owner Josh Harris will tell security to get the fans a quick hook, but how should the fans react when they announce Paul George's name? How would the fans react? They'll probably cheer at the crowd. In the crowd, they will probably cheer, honestly. Well, then again, you don't know what you're going to get from the Philly fans. So, Philly fans, we threw batteries at Santa Claus. We threw batteries at Santa Claus, man. All right, whenever he's ready, he can pop one. You can pop one in whenever you want, man.
How about time?
What is up, bro?
Huh?
What is up, man?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing good.
Yeah,
I am excited to see Paul George back on the floor for the Sixers. It's been that.
Wait, you're actually excited?
I am genuinely looking forward to us having a good player on the floor that isn't VJ Edgecombe.
So basically, you're praying for Paul George to be good.
Look, I love VJ. He's just too young to be able to carry for as long as he's been trying to so far. You know, with Maxey having the finger tendon injury, George with the suspension, and Lord knows when Embiid's coming back again.
It should be tonight, actually.
We'll see.
It's questionable. I just had him. It's questionable, but you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah. The question is, does he feel like it?
Yeah. So let me ask you this. We were talking about the expansion, NBA expansion, because there was Sam just tweeted out that the next step in the expansions is taking place. So they can make bids on 7 mil to 10 mil, or a billion, excuse me, 7 to 10 billion. But we got someone in the chat named Vic, right? We got him. Blades, they're from Pittsburgh. So they never really had a Pittsburgh team. They were always a Sixers fan. So I was asking them, if they got a team in an expansion, would you still be a fan of the Sixers, though? Like, I just put my mind into that. I'm like, I don't know what I would do in that scenario.
I feel like that would be a tough transition to have to make, honestly.
But also,
I feel like it also, at the same time, though, it would be a very easy call.
Easy call, really?
Yeah, it's your home. It's your town that you support. Of course, you're going to start supporting your team when it comes up, when it finally crops up. I have been hearing though that it's very possible that Seattle's getting a team again.
Oh yeah, they already announced it's Seattle and Vegas.
Oh, of course it's Vegas. Why not?
Yeah, so it's going to be those two teams. But for me, honestly, like, my fandom was too much for the Sixers. So I don't even know if I could actually do that though.
I mean, I feel like it would become like a 1-1A type situation.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Like I
Yeah.
thought of get rid of the other team and go to this. I didn't think about that. See, that was smart.
I feel like it would be an easy enough transition to make over time.
Okay.
We're like right away, it's like, sick, dude, I'm gonna start following them too. And then over the course of a few years, probably end up phasing out the Sixers. Because
well, think about this, right?
the trauma is too much.
Exactly. That's what I was about to get. Because I was like, think about this, right? Here comes Pittsburgh. Let's say hypothetically, the second year they make the playoffs, right? And then the third, it's kind of like the Vegas Golden Knights, right? For hockey, what they made the Stanley Cup like that.
Yeah, they did make Stanley Cup final first year.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. You know who they lost to?
Who?
Alex Ovechkin and the Washington Capitals.
Kind of figured that.
Richie, yes. Embiid will claim he caught Grimes' illness and is going to sit out.
That is so wrong. But yeah, Grimes may not even play tonight too. No Maxey, no Grimes. Embiid,
no Maxey, no Grimes.
Embiid. Yeah,
maybe Embiid. Quote unquote, maybe Embiid.
Maybe. Damn.
Ugh.
But Paul George, he was doing a press conference, right, about this whole thing. And then he goes, poorly timed decision. I'm like, it was a poorly timed decision when you started it.
Well, because he was he battles with mental health, man, and everyone knows how important that shit is, even more so for athletes with how mental their games can be.
Yeah.
So him in an effort to sort of like try and recover from, I think it was like a leg strain or something, like some sort of leg muscle he had strained or something, in an attempt to try and just feel his best and recover. One of the things that he took had that stuff in it, and he wasn't paying attention. Like you make all sorts of dumb decisions when your brain is not at 100%, and I totally understand it. I do hope for the best for him because he is actually a very good basketball player. He's also a very, very awesome human being. So like, it sucks to see anybody having to battle that kind of thing. I have plenty of people, myself included, that I know that struggle with it on a consistent basis. So you do hope that, he's able to, aside from, making rush decisions from time to time, hopefully he can sort of figure that out and be able to be back to feeling and acting like his best self.
Yeah, St. Louis needs to have an NBA team. But think about this, right? If he did not get caught, if he did not have to do a drug test, he would still be doing it right now. He would still be doing it. So after he does a 360 windmill in warm-ups and he makes 9 threes, they drug him. 9 threes. It's like, all right, you're up.
I mean, sort of like the NFL when Saquon ran for like 200 plus in that one game.
Did they
were like, you've been randomly selected.
Yeah. What is that, Jorge? Yeah, think about that. Was that the game he did a reverse hurdle?
Yeah. The Jacksonville game?
It was a Jacksonville game. Okay.
He was, and I quote, randomly selected 3 times that year.
Randomly selected my ass.
Randomly. Dude, there was a game last year for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Andrew McCutchen went off.
I remember that.
Like 4-5 with 2 homers and a double and like 6 RBI or some nonsense.
Yeah.
Randomly selected. And he tweeted out, he was like, randomly my ass. Like,
right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I said.
It happened to AJ a couple of times in the Super Bowl year. Like, I'm pretty sure what was it? I think Sean Alexander and LaDainian Tomlinson both, when they broke the single season rushing touchdown records, they were both randomly selected the day after.
Dude,
like, they're not randomly selecting. They're just being like, oh, dude, that dude was good as shit. Let me check his averages. oh, that's not right. Bring him in. Like,
Oh Lord. What?
like, dude, it's the craziest thing, man. Leagues are wild with that stuff, bro.
Yeah. So let's say Embiid does come back tonight, right? Let's say he does against the Chicago Bulls. This is the time for him to come back, honestly, and then watch him be out for the rest of the season after that. We only have 10 games left of the season. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. And to think they're actually pushing for a playoff spot with how abysmal their record is.
Yeah, they're 7th in the play-in right now. I don't think they're making a postseason. I really don't. I got them at the play-in. I got them at the 7th seed. So, and then Orlando keep on falling back. They're at the 9th
which would
seed,
be
I
them
think.
playing. Yeah, if the Sixers is the 7, they would play the 8, right?
Yeah. So
Or
what
be the
happens
10.
is so 7 plays 8, 9 plays 10. So whoever wins at 7 and 8, they get the number 1 seed. So, and then after that, whoever loses or wins that one, rather, I think they play the next one, whoever lost the first one. So, boop, and then they get the last one. And I'm like, the play-in is so confusing still. It's so
It's the most
confusing.
confusing shit ever because the way seeding's supposed to work, I would assume it would be the winner of 9-10 would play the number 1 seed. The winner of 7-8 would play the 2 seed.
I'm looking it up right now.
I don't know. They could do the whole. They could be doing the whole first round bye thing. So it would be 2 would play 9.
Yeah,
10,
yeah.
3
It's
would
actually
play
the
7,
winner
8.
of the 9th and 10th. Yeah, loser's gone.
Yeah.
Loser's out. So whoever wins the 9th and 10th, they play the winner of the 7th and 8th. Yep,
Yeah,
the
okay,
winner goes
so-
on, or the loser. Sorry, excuse me. So the loser of that. Oh Lord, typical Sixers, typical NBA. But
Yeah, dude.
Yo, did you actually see
speaking of-
Maxey was on Jimmy Fallon last night?
No, I actually have to look up the clip.
So I actually got it right here. I'm gonna show it. He was
please do.
actually, yeah. He was actually lets out his Avengers starting lineup with Jimmy Fallon. Avengers starting 5. So you're probably like, huh?
I'm
Wonder who.
a Marvel nerd, so
I know.
I'll
that's
give
why.
my reaction.
All right. So here we go.
Spider-Man.
Okay, Spider-Man will either be me or Donovan Mitchell. Those are my 2.
I love you.
Yeah,
You love Spider-Man.
I love Spider-Man, so I got to throw myself.
Why do you
in
like
there.
Spider-Man so much?
Because he's a kid. He's a kid that, he goes to high school and then he lives a normal life. But then, in the nighttime, the crime, he's out there fighting crime. Like no one knows who he is, but he's just doing it because he's a genuine person, and we appreciate him for that. So I feel like that's kind of like my person.
All right, let's see. Yeah. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, man.
All right, I like you for Spider-Man. All right, but who's Iron Man?
Okay, so Iron Man, I was talking about this, is I think it would be Shea Gilgeous-Alexander because of who he.
You agree with that one?
Yeah, Shea has incredible IQ for both the sport and just in general.
Yeah, because what Maxey says about him is actually funny.
Is, how he dresses.
How he dresses.
Yeah,
He gets he trolls like.
Huh?
Yeah. Tony Stark was one of those guys that always presented himself very as like a very clean and neat person, but then you get into like the workshop shit and it's just a mess most of the time.
Yeah, it's actually
I do
my
feel like it
favorite
makes
Marvel.
sense because like and Shea does have very good fashion sense, so I feel like it makes sense to have
Instagram.
him. Like Tyree said there, him being a troll also sort of plays into that because that was one of the big things that Tony Stark did. He was definitely a troll.
Yeah,
little captions.
He's funny.
And he's hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna be my.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, he's a good guy. How about the Hulk?
The Hulk. This is.
Who do you think the Hulk is?
Isaiah Stewart,
I hate you.
the guy that tried to fight LeBron.
It's funny. I think the Hulk should be Isaiah Stewart because any man that is gonna chase LeBron and think that he should be the Hulk.
Did you see this?
No.
Yeah, Jason,
I
the
just
suit
lit-
on Max
lit-
here right now is crazy.
Very
Oh
nice.
my god. I hate I can't believe you got it right.
Don't stop
Bro, I
him when he
can't-
gets
I can't
angry.
believe I nailed that.
Yeah.
Dude, it literally
think
took like
anybody's getting in
4
front of
dudes to stop him.
Right? I remember that.
When he's
yeah.
angry, so
Yeah.
we're gonna let him be the hope.
I like that. Captain America?
Who do you think that is? It's actually easy.
It's
Don't
either gonna-
overthink it. It's easy.
It's going to be one of two people. It's either Braun or Steph.
Captain
At least in my
America
opinion. Anyway.
will probably have to be LeBron James.
There you go. You got another one, right?
Oldest dude out there, and has represented Team USA for so long that it feels like it just makes sense.
I mean, think about this, right? LeBron could be anything except for Spider-Man.
Yeah, yeah.
He could be
honestly.
anything except for Spider-Man. So
Yeah,
Because-
probably LeBron.
He's amazing.
oh, I thought you were saying something. My bad.
Yeah, he's just everything that he does is special.
Yeah,
He just goes out there, he just like he did for the Olympics, and he was a team leader for that. So
yeah.
does a good job of leading our league.
I love that. And finally, who's Thor?
So Thor for me would be Luka Doncic.
Real? Why Luka?
I
Luka
forgot
Doncic
why,
because
But what do you think about Luka being Thor?
I agree with that. He's a fierce competitor. He definitely and even like I don't really like to touch on it, but his off the court stuff, he is doing everything with
Yeah.
as much honor as he can, given the circumstance, and also still dropped 60 on the floor. Like
The f- Dude, I can't watch Luka play anymore.
if there's any
I can't.
if there's any player in the NBA that would be worthy of carrying Mjolnir, it would probably be Luka.
I just can't watch Luka anymore, bro. His dribbling, him arguing with the refs. He had 16 techs this year.
He always draws text though, because he's always arguing with the refs. That's a European sport thing. They always argue with referees. The amount of
Yeah, but
times I swear to God, the amount of times during an English Premier League match where you see at least two dudes walking up to a ref, like, you have to understand, I didn't do anything, and the ref's like, I literally watched you do it. That's why we called it.
Yeah.
And they're still
But-
sitting there like trying to plead their case, but there's no case to be pled. Like,
Nah. Like, dude, he doesn't play defense. When he was playing at the pros overseas, he was playing defense. He was going everywhere. I think this is the LeBron James effect. That I blaze for that. It's a LeBron James effect.
I will be 100% honest with you though, dude. In the NBA, they don't really pay you for defense.
There's some players that get paid. There's some.
I mean, yeah, there are some, but you have to be a specialist.
So
Like that
does
has to be like the
Wemby
main
classify
thing
it
that
as
you do. Wemby
Does-
is getting paid superstar money because aside from being a good defender, he is also incredible offensively.
So
Luka's getting paid because he on a dime could drop 40, 50 in a night.
yeah. So I said this a couple times. I said this on the Pick and Roll podcast, which you guys should see today at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. I said Wemby's the best player in the league. I said that multiple
I
times.
agree.
Both sides of the board,
I 100%
both
agree.
sides of the ball. He can get 5 blocks a night. Picture this, right? This is why I have Wemby over Jokic. If you take Jokic off of Denver and you take Wemby off of the Spurs, the Jokic Nuggets can still float with Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon. That the Spurs cannot go anywhere without Wemby. Nowhere.
No, they cannot.
Did you
They
actually
absolutely
see?
cannot.
Hold on. Did you actually see what Wemby said when they were asked him about like the MVP, like his takes on it? Did you actually see that? I got it right here,
Mm-mm.
dude.
No, I
I'm
did
at-
not. Let me see this.
It's crazy what he said. He actually made facts. Statements. Like, dude, it's fucking crazy what he said. I'm not gonna play it due to copyright, but here it is. My first one would be that defense is 50% of the game, and that is undervalued so far in the MVP race. I believe I'm the most impactful player defensively in the league. Facts. Second argument would be that we almost swept OKC in the season. When they lost to OKC, he shaved his head. He legitimately shaved his head when they lost that game.
Yeah.
And then we dominated them 3 times with their real team. My third argument would be that offense is not just points. It's impact.
Offensive
not
impact is
points.
not just points. It's really not. Yeah.
It's
really
not.
It's
So,
it's not just the points on the board. It's the impact that you give with the way the defense strategizes against you. And Victor Wembanyama is such a unicorn of a player, if that's the correct term that I'm
Yes.
looking for here.
yeah.
That you have to game plan. You're not game planning for the Spurs. You're facing 2 threats. You're game planning for the Spurs and Victor Wembanyama.
Right?
Like, there aren't many teams that you do that for in this league.
So, what are the players that they do that for in this league, right? Wemby is one.
I think
SGA,
Wemby,
I gotta say.
SGA, Jokic, and Giannis.
Okay.
I would feel
Not
like
Luka?
those 4 specifically. Luka
Not Luka?
maybe, but at the same time, you can keep pace because he doesn't play defense.
Right. I got
Like,
another one.
LeBron is still a guy that you can game plan, that you have to game plan against, because of the fact that even though he's old, he is still an athletic freak of nature.
Yeah. And I got
Like,
another one.
That
You ready?
man at the drop of a hat can cover the full court in half the time of most of these young kids, and it's insane.
Yeah. I got another one. A healthy Joel Embiid. A healthy Joel Embiid, you don't like, dude. You don't want to
I
mess
mean,
with that. This guy dropped
You don't
70 in a
really
game.
have but you don't really have to worry about him in the block.
You got to worry
You
about
don't
him
gotta
in the
worry
post,
about
though.
him down in the paint.
You got to worry about him in the
sometimes,
post.
not all the time, but all you have to do is prevent him from shooting. 'Cause he's a shooter more than anything.
Well, you can put that on Nick Nurse as well, and the laziness of
Yeah.
Joel Embiid. Like, it depends on the coach you got. Like you said the other time with Greg Popovich.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, very true. Very, very true.
so I'm trying to think who else will be in that category. I'm trying to think. Like, I'll put an asterisk next to Embiid. Fair? I'll put an asterisk next to Embiid. If we could get a prime Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe Ant, maybe even when he was like really, really hot, Ja
Yeah.
was someone you would
Right.
have to definitely game plan against. Like, he's definitely not the same player that he was 2-3 years ago. But
Nah.
God, when he was hot, Zach LaVine,
Zach
he was a guy
Levine
you
in
had
the
to game plan against outside of the Bulls. Like,
yeah.
you would have to game plan for both of them.
Like, we're just
Shit, there
doing
was a
this
point when Paul George was that kind of guy.
What, for the Clippers or OKC one? You're talking about the OKC one? When he came third in MVP
Talking
voting?
about like,
Paul- no,
that
Indiana.
and like
Indiana. I'm talking about
the
Indiana.
Pacers years when he took over as the guy for Danny Granger.
Mm-hmm.
Because the fact that he
So-
could just sit there, get a ball, just be like, "Hey, everyone, slow down." 35 feet away, like.
And it's actually funny how you brought up Giannis. We're going to be talking about that on the pick and roll today as well. Did you hear who they actually tried to trade Giannis for? Did you hear about it?
No.
You're going to be like, what? The first one was Evan Mobley for the Cavs. Second one, VJ Edgecombe. Would you
That
have
would've been
done that
scary.
trade? Would you have done that trade?
Honestly,
Edgecombe for Giannis.
as good as VJ has been, I probably would have done it.
You would have? I don't think I would.
To have that, dude. To have a front court of Paul George, Joel Embiid, Giannis Antetokounmpo with Tyrese Maxey and Quentin Grimes.
I think
up top?
Paul George would have been included in that trade. I think
Oh, if George was included with it, I'd be fine.
yeah, I would be. Just get Paul George out.
I genuinely feel like you're getting better production on both sides of the ball with Giannis than you would with PG.
here's another thing too, though, with the spacing. I know they were professionals; they'll figure it out, right? But it's just like you need, like
Giannis,
that's why Paul
Giannis
George
can
is
play.
good there.
Yeah, but Giannis will play inside. Like Giannis will actually play the role of a big. So what you do is you
Yeah,
play
and then you have
Giannis at
Embiid
center,
on the outside.
play
Yeah,
Joel at power forward. Yeah, play Joel at power forward and let him just do his thing.
yeah,
Let Giannis control glass.
dude. It's just amazing where Giannis had started in the NBA. He won Rookie of the Year, Most Improved, and look at him now. It's like he won all of the
Look-
awards except for like
Look
Six
at
man.
look at him now. Yeah, look at him now being trolled by Doc Rivers.
It's not Doc Rivers to me, it's Glenn Rivers. I call Glenn Rivers forever now. He's a Hall of Famer.
I'll
He's
still
gonna be
refer
a
to
Hall
him
of
as
Fame
Doc
head
because
coach.
he's definitely he's earned the respect. But at the same time, like I feel like at this point that this dude doesn't understand how basketball is changing.
Dude, I don't think so either. He's
Bro,
done.
you
He's
had
done.
Giannis and Dame, and you couldn't hack it.
Giannis, don't
That
forget
alone,
this.
going from. Granted, it was a long time ago. You were the coach of the Celtics' big three. You had Ray
Are you
Allen,
gonna
Paul
count
Pierce,
Rondo?
Kevin Garnett.
Are you going to count Rondo in that mix?
No, because that was when
Or-
Rondo first started to rise.
That's
That was
I always
he
go
wasn't
like this.
He wasn't considered
when
a
I go?
household name until after they won the chip.
You know what I always said him as? Big 3.5.
Mm.
Big 3.5.
That actually is a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah, 3.5.
But you
It's
go
like,
from
you know,
that
so 2.5
to
men,
coaching
3.5 men.
Yeah, you go from you go from the Celtics with the team that they had
Yeah,
to then coaching the Lob City Clippers,
dude.
which, bro, Chris Paul, Jamal Crawford, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan.
I've seen them live.
That team
person,
should have competed for championships, bro.
I know. I've seen that team live.
The way
and
they
I
ran
remember,
the floor, the way they ran the floor was stupid.
It's not just that. I saw DeAndre Jordan at the free throw line. He throws it. Blake Griffin from the 3-point line runs in, catches it, wins windmill. I'm like, what?
Bro, they would go stupid. It was literally like you were playing a game of NBA 2K.
Dude, it's like insane.
Which,
I miss that
ironically
team
enough,
so much.
when that team was around, bro, that was the team that I played as in NBA 2K because I wanted to be able to run the floor and just poster everyone.
Yeah, I don't even play 2K anymore.
Yeah,
Stopped
dude,
in like
I
what,
don't think.
14?
Yeah, I want to say around like somewhere between like 12 and 14 was where I stopped. Same thing with
Yeah,
Madden.
2K.
Same thing. And NHL, I played. I think it was 19. I think FIFA, I played FIFA 19. But
Yeah.
like, I haven't played a sports game post 2020.
Do you count WWE 2K as a sports one?
Last WWE I played was 2K17.
Okay, fair. Fair. The last one I played was this past year. I just played this 25. I don't know if I'm getting 26.
Talking about like old school games that I've played recently on console. I've played Half-Life 2 on PlayStation 3 more recently than I've played a sports game that isn't Wii Sports.
You count Wii Sports as a sports video game? I don't.
No.
Okay, good.
It's the closest sports thing that I have played in recent memory. Chad, what up?
Yeah, Chad saying what's up. And yes, happy birthday to Kyle Lowry. He's 40.
Yeah, yo, shout it out, dude. Kyle, we love Kyle Lowry, dude. I don't care, man. That dude.
I want him gone. Get him out of here. Go. Leave. You Raymond?
Just laughing.
I don't want Lowry here. I don't. Oh yeah, Chad's a Pittsburgh fan.
Dude. Hold on. I have the standings up.
Actually,
5
as he's
points out of
pulling
the
up the-
playoff spot from Ottawa. Ottawa is now the second wild card team.
Hey, my guy Jay's in the building. What is up, Jay? St. Louis doesn't need a basketball team. They didn't want to keep a football team. Not wrong. Not wrong. Wait, so what sports teams do they have?
The Cardinals in baseball and the Blues
And
in
then-
hockey.
That's it. Only no soccer.
Yep.
They don't have an MLS,
Oh no, yeah, St. Louis City SC.
so they have 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Th-
not
three,
wrong.
Three in the 4.5 major sports.
You just said a
Once the,
half
su-
for
once the summer,
soccer.
once the summer's over, it'll be 5.
Why?
World Cup.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, stateside,
What is up,
baby.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Halftime, the Flyers are on TV. Halftime season, they lose. Yeah.
Dude,
Most of the time,
I'll-
season
look,
they
I'll-
lose.
May have lost to Columbus again, second time in 2 weeks. But we're still in striking distance, and we have a game in hand on both Boston and Ottawa.
Yeah.
So if we can close
Yeah.
that gap, which let me double check the schedule for them.
I think it could. All right. They just lost last night,
this-
Flyers.
Yeah, lost 3-2 to Columbus. We play Connor Bedard and the Chicago Blackhawks on Thursday. In
Okay.
Detroit on Saturday. Dallas Stars on Sunday. At the Capitals on Tuesday. Detroit Thursday. This is now April 2nd. April 3rd in Long Island to play the Islanders. And then at home against Boston. On the road for 3 against New Jersey, Detroit, Winnipeg, and then close out the season with 2 at home against Carolina and Montreal. As of right now, I believe it is New Jersey, Winnipeg, and actively right now, the Detroit Red Wings are the only teams that the Flyers will play that are not in a playoff spot going the rest of the way. Big
think
time implications the rest of the way through the season. You need to
So-
steal points as often as you can and hope to God the teams above you just keep losing.
So I said this yesterday on this week or Monday, this week of Flyers hockey. I stepped in for you. So
I
was
appreciate
in
that,
there.
by the way. Thank
And
you.
my friend, I appreciate it. Yeah, it was fun. So my friend had a hot take. This guy is the reason I became a Flyers fan in high school, in college. Like this guy is like deep dive, and he doesn't
Yeah.
like Tocchet, and he doesn't have them making the playoffs. He has them next year.
Yeah, I feel like if they miss out, it's going to be by at the most where we're at right now, which is 5 points.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he said
I
that.
feel like it's enough to have a lot of promise for next season. Trevor Zegras had an incredible year. We lost out on a lot of Tyson Forrester this year because he got shut down and he was having a great
Yep.
start to the season. Michkov found it recently, so he's becoming a bit more productive. Hopefully that carries over into next year. Noah Cates has had an incredible season, really grind him out guy, second line center, worked his way up
Yeah.
from being a third, fourth line guy. The defense has been really good. Ristolainen coming off of the injury has been incredibly mobile, which is really good to see for him. Not to mention the biggest story of them all, Dan Vladar in net.
Yeah.
One of the greatest goaltending revelations the Flyers have had in years. And
So-
all of that
so-
put together, Rick Tocchet's a no-nonsense coach. They are definitely, if they don't make it this year and get some sort of experience, next year they will be primed to make a run. And it could end up being deeper than we expect.
So the reason he doesn't like Tocchet is because he had Michkov play the left wing instead of the right wing. That's why he doesn't like Tocchet. And I'm like, he was known for being
It's
the right wing, right?
Yeah, it's understandable. Usually there are a few people that are like that in the NHL where like they're exclusively this position, but like you as a professional athlete have to learn to be flexible. Because what did we always say growing up playing sports, Mitch? The best kind of ability is availability.
Yeah.
You tell your coach, I can play wherever. And they're like, oh, really? Because
You're in the left wing.
maybe you play baseball and one of them outfielders needs a break today. Because most of the outfielders that you played with growing up as kids also did like track and shit. Because most of your outfielders were really fast dudes. So they're like, we need to give old Tim out there and left a break. You cool with playing outfield? Yeah, absolutely. Then you go out there and you show that you have an absolute hose on you in the outfield, and they're like, damn, maybe we should give him more reps. And then you cover for Mark on first base the next game, and you're playing well over there. Just being able to show your coach that you can play wherever, just need to be given the opportunity, is such a boost to not only you as a player specifically, but to your team. It makes your value that much higher. Like, I understand, playing a guy out of position in hockey is a lot different, but I was a center and winger playing hockey coming up. As long as I was out there playing and able to contribute for my team, I didn't care where I played. Because I played with another guy that was also a center and winger. So we would go out there and I'd be like, you want the draw or me? He would be like, yeah, fuck it, go for it. I'm like, all right, cool. Like we would literally, like sometimes we would like before we would get back on the bench and we would talk about who would take draw next. So we would both take a glove off and rock, paper, scissors really quick for it.
Yeah. So what my friend calls Tocchet? He goes, Mitch, he is the Glenn Rivers of hockey. He said Doc Rivers, but I think Glenn.
I feel like it's Joel Quenneville. Joel Quenneville. He coached the Blackhawks to that cup against the Flyers back like in 2010, 2011 or whatever.
Right.
He hasn't won a cup since.
Yeah.
And he's still considered a top tier coach in the league. And I don't think he's even been in the playoffs since.
Yeah. Like he really was pissed about He was really pissed about Michkov going to left. He hated when I went to left wing. He hated it. He was like, Mitch, you go to right wing. I'm like, okay.
Well, honestly, what you usually want, because Michkov is a left-handed shot, correct?
Is he? I guess.
I believe so.
I play left, I guess.
What you usually want is your left-handed shot to be having his stick more towards the boards for extra protection against defenders. Because most of your defenders are going to try and come to your side when you're going along the boards. They're going to try and pinch you into those boards. But if you can fight a guy off with the puck protected by the boards and still be able to sling a shot out, you're in a way better position, honestly. Because I get it. You want to be able to feed a guy into a shooting position on that side, and a right-handed shot is usually better. But for the way the Flyers are playing, puck protection is very paramount. Mm-hmm. And Michkov being a left-handed shot on the left wing actually helps with that. But I mean, yeah, like we're seeing here, Doc Rivers was at one time considered one of the best coaches in the NBA. Rick Tocchet was part of a very good coaching staff before he came to Philadelphia. I mean, granted, at the same time, he had
that's a command on my chat. That's a command. They do exclamation point 67 or exclamation point 69.
Oh shit.
That's me. My chat, it's literally me in a nutshell.
Oh yeah, dude. That's how mine is on my Twitch.
Oh
I know
yeah,
that feeling.
it's been a while since I
Mhm.
watched it. Yeah.
It's been a few days since I streamed. The last thing I did was God, what was it? Baldur's Gate.
Oh wow, yeah,
And
yeah.
that
That's
was
a while ago.
that's
When
been
was that?
going really well. Oh, Baldur's Gate, we're still running that. We run it every Monday.
So that's the last time you streamed was Monday.
Mm-hmm. I
Mm.
couldn't do a stream yesterday because my internet was so low. It may as well have been the Detroit Lions circa 2005.
Oh fuck!
S-
I
the
hate when that
bottom of the
happens.
barrel, yes.
Dude,
I did.
I was
Okay,
playing.
I did an internet speed test last night when I was dealing with it. Download speed 0.86 megabits per second. Upload
I don't know
was
what I would have done.
40.
I don't know what I would have done.
I turned the Wi-Fi off on my phone and just played YouTube videos on my phone.
So,
played
I was
played games on Steam in offline mode. Like,
So I played Fortnite with my friends, right? So I was the
Yeah.
last one with another guy, and I was shooting him, but my internet kicked me out the last second, and I still got the win. I'm like, yes, I still got the win.
yo, let's go.
My buddy took a picture of it,
The
he sent it
DC
to me.
win.
He's like, here, you just got the win. I'm like, what? How?
the lag out
heck?
DC win, the classic.
Yeah, and here's the thing: they play builds like they won't play no builds, and I'm like,
Oh,
each time we get a win, I get an achievement. It's like win with no build, win building with no build.
Bro. I've done that countless times.
Me too. Me too. Yes.
I legit
Yes.
because I was playing Fortnite when it first launched.
Right.
So
Yep,
like the
me
first,
too.
I want to say it was the first like 9 seasons because I think I quit during season 10 of chapter 1,
Right.
and it was nothing but build. So I told my buddy,
Yeah.
they're like, y'all, if y'all can build. I am going to try and do the main thing that this game is meant for and shoot people in the face.
That's me. That's literally me.
The thing that made me quit, I walked this close to somebody with a shotgun in season 9, pulled the trigger and did 8 damage.
That's Fortnite in a nutshell. That is Fortnite in a nutshell.
Gold level shotgun,
Yeah.
got the drop on this guy.
Yeah.
Boom, 8.
Yep.
The dude turned around, pulled the trigger once, I was dead.
Yeah. Mhm.
I crashed out so hard.
Oh, I believe it. Here's the thing, too. When I do, because reboot, there's reboot fans. So whenever I reboot, I don't build. So I'm there rebooting. I got
Yeah.
shot. I got knocked. And then I was finishing the reboot. And they're like, wait, you can do that at your knock now? I'm like, yeah. It's like, there you go. My
Like, bro,
buddies are like, Mitch, I hate you. I'm like, I got you back in. You can't hate me.
It's called body blocking.
Right? It is. It is. So, really
really
quick,
is.
let's talk about the Phillies, man. They start tomorrow?
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I think it's Thursday. I think it's Thursday. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward
How do
to
you
it. I
feel
mean,
about tomorrow?
I don't think we're gonna have I don't think we're gonna have Zach Wheeler to start off, so it's gonna be Christopher Sanchez starting game 1,
Right.
which we just
Yep.
just locked him into a multi-year extension.
Yeah.
Bowman Garcia have been looking pretty decent so far this spring.
Yeah.
Hey man, enjoy it until the final month and a half of the season when y'all collapse again. That's all I'm
I
gonna
actually
say.
have them winning the division. Because I don't have the Phillies making the playoffs, dude. I don't. How many times have I told you I don't have the Phillies making the playoffs?
Look, Mitch, I will tell you this. The Mets'
It's because of Rob
biggest
Thompson.
op No, the Mets' biggest op is the Mets, and it always
know.
has been. They are the ones that will
yeah.
shoot themselves in the foot and look at the rest of the league and be like, "How could you do this to us?"
Right. And I'm like, dude, it's Rob Thompson for me, bro. I don't know. It's just like the coaching in Philly is bad.
It could be worse.
How?
Our team could have been the White Sox last year. Would you have rather the Phillies lost 100+ games?
Did they win 69?
More than that.
Damn.
Wait,
Damn.
who are the
Yeah.
starters for the Rangers going against the Phils Nets? Eovaldi, DeGrom. Y'all got Mackenzie Gore from the Nationals, bro? Oh
Yeah.
no. He was one of the top strikeout guys last year, dude. He's actually got really good stuff. I would not be surprised to see him potentially get an all-star nod this year. His off-speed stuff is crazy good.
Yeah.
That's an incredible 1-2-3 hit for pitching down there in Texas, man. I mean, losing Simeon's big, but y'all got the pitching to be able to carry all through. And the AL West is not as tough as it used to be, for sure.
Nick being sarcastic right here. He's being sarcastic over there. And actually, Austin, my guy Mets, he's actually in the network actually. So
Oh yeah,
he does
that's
NXT,
right. You were telling me
he
about
does
that.
NXT, Mets. He actually streams Hornets, Giants.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Going, oh my god. I can't even read that comment, Nick. I would laugh.
Brandon Nimmo's out there with the Rangers too. Shoosh.
Yeah. The Rangers are going to be good. I don't have
the AL West. The AL West is going to be a dogfight, dude. Houston's nowhere near as good as they used to be. They lost Framber Valdez in the offseason. They lost Alex Bregman. The Angels are the Angels. You know, Artie Moreno's not going to pay anybody unless they're going to be like, hey, give me my money. I'm not going to do shit like Anthony Rendon. I feel like the Mariners would probably be the only true fight that they would have. And the thing that I've seen with a lot of teams that have like one of those like big surges to get into playoff play usually end up fizzling out the following year and either just barely making it and bowing out first round or just barely missing. So yeah, the A's are a fun story, but the Sacramento A's, the Las Vegas Athletics, whatever you want to call them, as good as the talent they have out there, Nick Kurtz, I forget what his first name is, but
wait, that's his name?
Jack Wilson's son. Nick Kurtz.
I'll keep my mind to myself on that.
Dude, they have a lot of decent talent out there. I feel like they're probably about 2-3 years out from really competing. You know, they have Shea Langoliers. They really do have some really good talent out there with the A's, but I do feel like the AL West is really going to come down to a 2-dog race between Texas and Seattle, you know, barring injuries, because most of the time, actually for those of you that have a team playing today, happy opening day. Baseball is officially back, and I could not be more excited. It's actually kind of ironic, Mitch, because I was talking to a couple of coworkers when I was in work on Monday, and I said to them, you know what I haven't done in like 7 to 10 years, and I would love to do just to see how I could do with it, is throw a bullpen session. Just go out, just throw like 50, 60 pitches. Just see where I see if the movement's still there. I used to have a curveball that fell off a table, bro. Like,
if it
wasn't
pitch for the Phillies,
no, I would have an ERA of infinity.
That's still better for the Phillies.
I mean, Christopher Sanchez finished with an almost sub-2 ERA. But yeah, I really do feel like the AL West is going to come down to either Seattle or Texas this year. Houston may have a chance to play, but the A's and the Angels are both still a ways off. And NL East is going to be a dogfight because Atlanta is going to want to get retribution for having an off year last year. They have a really talented roster. You know, of course, Ozzy Albies, Austin Riley, Ronald Acuna Jr., Matt Olson. Like that team's always primed to try and make a run. There's so many different possibilities for the MLB. The one thing that I will say though, friend of my family, my mom and I have been talking about him all spring training long. We think it's her friend's son. Just got added to the Tigers major league roster. Shortstop Kevin McGonigal. He finished the spring with a 250 batting average, a couple of homers, I think like 5 stolen bases. Like he's expected to essentially take over for Javi Baez at shortstop, which is incredible especially when you consider Javi Baez batted, I think it was like 164 last year. So to upgrade like that, the kid never played AAA ball. He was drafted number 37 overall, played in single A, played I think 46 games in double A, and then spring training call up makes the MLB roster. AJ Hinch is calling. AJ Hinch says he still needs to develop, but the way for him to develop is at the major league level. Direct out of high school from Philly.
Someone in the Hardcore Sports Network is going to fucking WrestleMania. I just got a text. I just got a fucking text.
He got him.
When is WrestleMania? The 18th and 19th, right? Yeah.
Fuck, that's
right?
a good question. I don't know.
I think it is 18th and 19th. Yep. He's going. Right.
Yeah,
What?
18-19. That's sick.
I gotta be like, wait, what? Alright. So guys, I actually gotta end it here. I actually gotta get ready to go out to lunch with my dad and a friend of ours. So I really appreciate you, Austin, tuning in, man. Joining me again. And appreciate everyone tuning in to the chat. You'll see me today at 5:30 for the pick and roll. And don't forget, on Saturday morning, my guys James and Joe will have Brian Propp on for an interview. That is something you're not going to want to miss. That's Saturday morning at 9 a.m. So that is going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that. Austin, you got anything to say before we head on out?
Just follow me right over here, twitch.tv/Hambo26. I'm going to continue Claire Obscure Expedition 33 today, so I can get an episode of that up Friday when that is ready to go. Aside from that, I recently picked up Ready or Not, which is like a SWAT simulator game, and I've been playing the shit out of that, been having a lot of fun with that. You know, Diablo 4 hardcore grind is still going. A bunch of other fun stuff. Baldur's Gate every Monday, D&D every Sunday. Lots of fun stuff. And then, of course, here on the Hardcore Sports Network, you will see me this upcoming Monday on This Week in Flyers Hockey, talking about the week that was.
And we're actually, you guys are going to do Jeopardy again because you missed it. So I'll get another format for you. And James killed.
I actually have a fun idea. I just have to do I have to do all the research for it first. But it's going to take me a little bit to get it all together. But I have a fun little thing that I'll talk to you about later on in the week as I get more stuff together for it.
Sounds good, but James killed Joe. It wasn't even close.
I have to. I have to
on the
rewatch
channel.
it.
It's on the Hardcore Sports Network channel. I clipped it.
Okay,
Like
I have to go and watch that clip then. Yeah, I gotta go check that out.
All right, guys. We'll catch you all later. Like, share, subscribe, and peace, guys. Have a good one.